大家圣诞节快乐. Anyway,
After Christmas.
I caught a cold. I don't know how. The weather has
Do you
changed.
remember that night, Christmas night? It's windy, very windy, and you stand
David
on
was
the
out.
balcony
David
with
and
David, right?
You can catch a cold anywhere. You don't have to think about it, because it's like all viruses. You can catch it anywhere just by touching something, and then you put your hand here, you do this or whatever, and that's it. It's enough. So it doesn't matter. Maybe I just touched something that somebody else touched. They had a cold, and I caught it, and that's it. Wow,
it's
it's
cold
so
or
incredible. We had snow here, you know, on the mountains. It's like opening the doors of a refrigerator, you know. When it snows on the Teide, you open the door of the Teide refrigerator, boom, and the cold comes down here, and we feel the difference in temperature. Although it's never really very cold here. We don't need heating or anything. We are lucky, very fortunate. We have an average temperature of around 18 degrees all year, 18. So sometimes it can go up to 30, 35, other times down to about 16, 15, depending where you are. But here, where we are, at sea level, really good. And anyway, I caught a cold, so not feeling so good today.
Maybe
I've got a very runny nose, but I haven't had headache. I've got a cough, a bit of a cough. That's it.
we don't know if it's COVID or cold.
I don't think so. If it was COVID,
It's nothing different, right? Right now, it really, for me, it's same
it's very
thing,
similar.
right?
Very similar, yeah.
Yeah, really.
I think COVID is probably a bit more serious, especially with people who have underlying health issues, especially breathing problems. Then it can affect your lungs. But so can some flus. But anyway, I've had 4 vaccinations now, 4. And I also had an anti-flu vaccination at the same time. I had the COVID in this arm and the anti-flu in this arm. Normally I catch a cold or flu once a year. I nearly always do. But with the vaccination, it helps a lot. And I don't suffer, not so much. Because other years when I have not had the vaccination for flu, I notice that there is a difference. But this year I had it, and it seems to be okay anyway. Not too bad. And unfortunately, the weather is normally so nice here. I mean, just the other day when we had Christmas dinner here in the house, the weather was so beautiful outside, and today it's the most ugly day. You just could not imagine how ugly it is. We're not far from the west coast, the northwest coast of Africa. Politically, we belong to Spain, but geographically, the Canary Islands are much nearer to Africa than they are to Spain, mainland Spain. When there's wind on the Sahara Desert, the wind blows the sand up into the air, and the wind then blows across the sea to the Canary Islands, and we get the full brunt of the sandstorm. You can taste it. It's unpleasant. It looks horrible, but luckily it's not often. It's only once or twice a year this happens, so it's not a real big problem. How do you feel about it, Bobby?
Weather?
Yeah.
It's normal, not bad for me.
Not bad for you?
No.
Okay. Yeah, because in Shihahe, where you come from, your hometown,
much worse than this.
they have terrible sandstorms, right?
Yeah.
Ling has been looking after me. She's wonderful. She's been making me lemon and ginger drink, hot lemon and ginger, and she's been giving me a little medicine to stop me from my nose from running, and seems to be working, and I feel much better now than I did this morning. Unfortunately, we were going to have Owen today, look after Owen, but we couldn't because I wasn't feeling well, and we didn't want to give the cold to Owen. Let's see if tomorrow we can. If not, Thursday. That's all for now. Thank you very much for watching. And by the way, this weekend, it's New Year. So I take this opportunity of wishing you all the most happy of happiest New Years. It will be much better than 2023. And we're looking now forward to going back to China because the Chinese government is not making foreigners or people from abroad, even Chinese people, take quarantine when they arrive in China. So that will come into effect as from the 8th of January. So from that date, let's see if there are more flights and better prices for traveling, etc., etc. And we're looking forward to going back to visit Ling's family and have some real Chinese food. Okay, well, take care. Happy New Year to you all. Happy prosperous New Year to you all. And love each other. Be happy. Bye.
At the moment, I haven't caught it.
Oh, you haven't caught the cold now.
I won't catch it, right? Hopefully.
Crossed.
Crossed.
We hope not. You never know.